Coming up on Mountain News this morning, police in Knox County were led on a chase early Christmas morning by a 13-year-old behind the wheel of a stolen car. And in Letcher County, deputies are trying to figure out who is behind a string of four-wheeler thefts, two happening on the same day in the same community. Plus, in Greenup County, a veterinarian is giving one cat a second chance at life after she was severely burned in a house fire.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Steve Hensley. It's 5:30. Let's check in with Brandon Robinson now for a first look at your forecast this morning. Brandon, it looks like we're still going to end the year on this warm note and the decade too, I guess.
Yeah, we're going to be close on that. I think we'll start to see some more seasonable temperatures early next week behind a big cold front that's going to bring us some unfortunate rain chances toward the end of the weekend. Let's get into the current conditions this morning. Some fog and some spotty showers across the mountains. You can see the fog there in the distance on the Whitesburg camera overlooking downtown. Still have their Christmas tree up there. Love seeing that. 60 right now in Louisville, but 39 in Harlan, 59 in Moorhead. That's our range. So a 20-degree temperature swing across our region. 53 Prestonsburg, 52 in London, 51 in Pikeville, 48 in Williamsburg, and 51 in Irvin. Winds are starting to pick up a little bit out of the southwest there. That's why we're seeing that warmer air surging in there, and that's going to continue to be the trend as we head into the weekend. We're going to finish the weekend on a soggy note, but this morning just a few stray showers, but mainly cloudy skies will be the name of the game as we head through your Friday. I'll have the rest of that forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Steve?
Thank you, Brandon. Police in Knox County were led on a chase early Christmas morning. Officers say that chase started when one driver was not wearing a seatbelt. When police tried to pull the car over, they sped up and began throwing things out of the car. The chase ended in the KJ area of Knox County when the car was abandoned at a house on Jonestown Road and the driver ran.
We contacted Kentucky State Police and also Bell County, and they came in from the 92 side across KJ Mountain to us to assist. And also Knox County units with KSB, they came to assist us there also.
No charges are filed right now, but police say there will be after they finish their investigation. Police say a 13-year-old stole a car in Knox County on Christmas. The Barberville Police Department went on a police chase that ended near the White Oak subdivision after getting a call about someone driving recklessly. Officers say the teen even went through the yards of some people living on that road. The chase ended when the teen wrecked the car and it caught on fire. The teen was not hurt and taken to the Breathitt County Juvenile Detention Center. A delay in the retrial for a Pike County doctor and his former office manager. A superseding indictment against Scotty Akers and Sarissa Stamper was released a few weeks ago. Now, investigators say the pair used Facebook to talk with friends and patients who would then go to Akers' home to pick up a prescription. Akers is also accused of lying to a DEA agent. In October, a judge declared a mistrial in their case. A new trial date was set for January 2nd, but that is rescheduled for April 6th. The Judicial Conduct Commission reprimanded a Pike County judge. Robert Wright is a district judge in the 35th Judicial Circuit. The commission investigated two separate complaints from earlier this year. They concluded he engaged in misconduct. You can read the entire public reprimand on our website. In Letcher County, deputies are trying to figure out who is behind a string of four-wheeler thefts, two happening on the same day in the same community. But recovering the ATVs is proving to be difficult. WYMT's Emily Bennett talked with the sheriff to find out why.
27 seconds.
Pretty quick.
That's how long this robbery in the McRoberts community of Letcher County took.
They tied a strap to it and pulled it down the road in a pickup truck.
In the last week, several ATVs were reported stolen in the county, and they all have one thing in common: a lack of paperwork.
It eliminates all doubt if you have a title and a VIN and all that stuff, proof of ownership.
Letcher County Sheriff Mickey Stein says many people do not have stolen property in their name, meaning it is hard to recover.
Anyone can look and say, yeah, that's my four-wheeler, but we need that to be able to enter it in a NCIC, which is a stolen database. We put missing people in it, stolen handguns, vehicles, four-wheelers, boats, everything.
Steins is urging people to take precaution.
If you buy anything, whether it's family or not, go to a notary, go to your local clerk's office, have it transferred over so it is listed in your name.
making sure all valuable property is locked up and in a well-lit area.
I have a security system at my house, cameras. I have the Ring doorbell, which is great. There are a lot of successful stories with the Ring doorbell of people getting caught committing crimes and stuff. Those are great.
Warning that thieves always know the best times to strike.
They keep up with our shift better than we do.
And this time of year, waiting for people to go out of town.
Now, Stein says once 48 hours pass, the chances of recovering stolen property drop dramatically. The Coal Run Police Department is asking the community to help identify 2 people for questioning. A car was broken into Monday night and a wallet was taken from the vehicle. Credit cards from that wallet were then used to purchase items at stores in Coal Run. Police say the victim's mobile banking app helped them track down the people, and now they need the community to put names with the faces.
There's a lot of apps you can use for tracking your credit cards. They'll actually notify you when they're used. Highly recommend those apps because they can save you.
If you recognize either of those in the photos, police ask that you call them at 606-437-0902. Not guilty pleas were filed yesterday for a father and son charged in a robbery case. Investigators say during the weekend, Alex Toothman walked into a Knox County gas station with a gun and demanded cash. Monday, deputies arrested both Alex and his father, Russell. The elder Toothman faces a complicity charge. They will be back in court next Thursday for a preliminary hearing. Now to Laurel County, where deputies say they arrested a man after he called police claiming to have found his nephew wrapped in a plastic bag on his porch. Investigators say this man, 64-year-old Jackie Hall, made it all up. When they arrived at his home early in the morning on Christmas Eve, they found Hall intoxicated and belligerent. After a struggle, they transported Hall to the Laurel County Correction Center, where he faces multiple charges. A Bell County man is behind bars after deputies say he was caught burglarizing a home. It all happened in the RJ community on Wednesday. The news release says the homeowner's son found this man, 38-year-old Harold Ray Jones, inside his mother's shed. The son held Jones at gunpoint until police arrived. Jones faces multiple charges, including burglary and trespassing. We may think of Porch Pirates as a problem during the holidays, but Lexington police say it's an issue year-round. They also say people stealing packages off porches are being caught a lot more often. The same goes for people who break into homes and cars. They say it's not only because of the number of homes with cameras these days, but because those cameras are now more like a digital neighborhood watch.
Now you can go to, some of the home security systems have, the ability to hit a button and share a video. If you had someone come up into your driveway that was suspicious, you can share a video to everyone within a certain radius of your home.
Now, coming up in our 6 o'clock hour on Mountain News this morning, what police want you to know to better help them use your home cameras. In Indiana, a woman is looking for her stolen wedding dress. Stacia Giese put up this giant sign on the porch of her South Bend home. Now, she got married in June and gave her mother her dress to have it cleaned. Her mother shipped the dress back to her while she was out of town, and Stacia says the package was stolen from her front porch.
I mean, my wedding was the best day of my life. Happily married now for about 6 months, and not having that, I wanted to be able to have that saved, and if there was a piece of it, like that my daughter or I have 2 younger sisters, if one of them wanted to use the belt or the veil, and so not having it, it's just kind of knowing that, well, I'm not going to be able to pass that on.
The sign is asking the thief to return the dress, no questions asked. In Greenup County, a veterinarian is giving one cat a second chance at life after she was severely burned in a Huntington house fire last week. The home was destroyed and displaced a total of 5 families. Kelsey Soto met the veterinarian who saw the animal's fighting spirit and knew she had to help.
Her little ears are burnt. Her fur's all been singed off. Her little paw pads are burnt.
While all of the human residents escaped this house fire uninjured, one stray cat wasn't so lucky.
She's got bandages on all 4 of her paws. She's not really a huge fan of the bandages, but she'll adjust as the weeks go on.
The cat, originally named Miss Kringle, suffered extensive lung damage and her nails melted off.
Her personality is amazing considering how much pain she must be in.
But her luck turned when she was brought to the ER vet Waiting on the other side of the doors was Dr. M.J. Wixom, who already had a tough night.
I just thought I could. It was Christmas time. Somebody had recently been kind to me because it had been a rough time, and I guess I was in the giving mood.
Vet staff have renamed the cat to Ember, which they think is more fitting, and they thank One by One animal advocates for rescuing her.
She was one we knew that she was special. She was purring. She was the fighter. She was going to make it.
The full extent of her injuries won't be known for several weeks. She's currently in an oxygen chamber 24 hours a day, working to clear her lungs.
She has been amazing throughout all her treatments. I mean, she's got to hurt, and she just seemed like she didn't deserve this, so I was in a position to help.
They're hoping once healed, Ember can become the new office feline at Guardian Animal Medical Center. Kelsey Soto, News Channel 3, WSAZ, Flatwoods.
So far, more than 40 people have donated $950 to go towards her care, which will likely cost somewhere in the thousands. Coming up, we'll tell you why it's a big day for Eastern Kentucky fans of Tyler Childers as we approach the new year.
The skies will be a little bit more overcast today, but the above average temperatures continue. There is unfortunately an end in sight, though. I'll tell you about it in about 3 minutes.